Vision member may have accidentally revealed Seth Rollins is still a part of the group. It didn't take long for tensions to erupt within the Vision, as Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker shocked fans with their sudden betrayal of Seth Rollins. The shocking turn of events occurred last week, leaving the WWE Universe stunned. In a decisive moment that seemed to mark the end of Rollins' involvement with the faction, the former Intercontinental Champion unleashed a brutal spear on the Visionary, signaling what appeared to be his expulsion from the group. Paul Heyman, always a master strategist with an eye on power dynamics, also chose to side against the World Heavyweight Champion, aligning himself with Reed and Breaker in a stunning display of shifting allegiances. The betrayal was swift, ruthless, and entirely unexpected, adding yet another layer of intrigue to the ongoing saga of WWE storylines. At first glance, it seemed as if Seth Rollins' time within the Vision was definitively over. Reports of a shoulder injury further fueled the belief that the faction had cut ties with him completely. Fans speculated that the injury, serious enough to require surgery, would force Rollins into a temporary hiatus, leaving the World Heavyweight Championship picture in disarray. Yet in a curious twist, there remains a glimmer of uncertainty regarding Rollins' status with the faction. A closer look at Bronson Reed's online presence reveals an interesting detail. The header image on his X profile still features Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, and Braun Breaker alongside himself, seemingly as a unified group under the Vision banner. This seemingly small detail has ignited speculation among fans about whether Rollins might still have a role to play within the faction, despite the recent betrayal. Typically, when WWE stars undergo a major storyline shift, whether turning heel or leaving a faction, they are quick to reflect those changes on their social media platforms. Profiles are updated, photos are changed, and the online narrative mirrors the unfolding storylines on television. However, Reed has yet to make any updates to his X profile, keeping Rollins visually represented as part of the Vision. This hesitation has sparked discussions across social media and fan forums, with some speculating that it could hint at a deeper layer to the story. Could Seth Rollins still be secretly aligned with the Vision, perhaps playing a long game behind the scenes? Or is it simply a matter of Reed forgetting to update his profile, leaving fans to read too much into it? Wrestling history has shown time and again that nothing should ever be taken at face value, and even the smallest detail can foreshadow a major storyline twist. The WWE Universe has become particularly attuned to the nuances of these digital breadcrumbs. Fans noticed Reed's unchanged header almost immediately after the attack on Rollins and have been waiting for an update ever since. Despite the passage of several days, the image remains unchanged, prompting further curiosity. While some dismiss it as an oversight, others argue that it could very well be intentional, a subtle way of keeping fans guessing about the fate of the Vision and its key members. In a world where online presence is increasingly intertwined with storytelling, even the lack of action can serve as a narrative tool, allowing speculation and anticipation to grow organically. The storyline took a dramatic physical turn during the assault itself. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker's attack on Seth Rollins was not only vicious but strategically timed to maximize chaos within the Vision. The two powerhouses worked in tandem, overwhelming Rollins with a relentless display of strength and aggression. The assault not only left the audience in shock, but also set the stage for a series of questions regarding the stability of the Vision. While the immediate focus was on Rollins and his well-being, the larger implications for the faction and the WWE landscape as a whole began to emerge almost immediately. What had been a seemingly solid alliance now appeared fragile, vulnerable to further internal conflict. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce is expected to address the fallout from the attack during tonight's episode, providing clarity on Rollins' future. While there is much speculation, it is anticipated that Pearce will formally acknowledge the injuries sustained by Rollins, citing the brutal on-screen assault as the cause. Fans will be looking closely for information regarding whether the World Heavyweight Champion will require surgery and the estimated recovery time. The confirmation of these details is crucial, as it will shape the championship scene and determine the direction of upcoming storylines. Pearce's update could provide the official narrative that settles lingering questions and sets the stage for future rivalries. Meanwhile, the status of the World Heavyweight Championship remains shrouded in uncertainty. With Rollins sidelined due to his shoulder injury, the championship picture has grown more complicated. CM Punk, who recently secured a #1 contenders victory, was poised for a highly anticipated title match. However, with Rollins ruled out, it is unclear who Punk will face for the championship. The shifting dynamics within the Vision, combined with Rollins' potential absence, leave the door open for new challengers and unexpected twists. WWE has a long history of using injuries, real or scripted, as catalysts for evolving storylines, and this situation is no different. The landscape is fluid, and fans are left to speculate on who will emerge as the next contender for the top prize. The betrayal by Reed and Breakker also underscores the unpredictable nature of alliances within WWE. Factions often appear stable until a sudden act of treachery shakes the very foundation of their cohesion. The Vision, once a seemingly united force under the guidance of Paul Heyman, now faces internal turmoil that could redefine its trajectory. The layers of intrigue extend beyond just the physical confrontation. The psychological and strategic elements are equally compelling. Heyman's involvement, as always, adds a cerebral component, as fans are left to wonder whether he orchestrated the betrayal or simply aligned with the winning side. His presence ensures that the storyline remains multifaceted, blending physical action with mind games and strategy. The role of social media in this evolving narrative cannot be overstated. In the modern era of professional wrestling, fans closely monitor the online activities of their favorite superstars, searching for clues and hints about future developments. Reed's unchanged header image has become a talking point precisely because it exists in this context. Wrestling fans are astute observers, trained to notice even the smallest detail, and this digital anomaly has sparked widespread speculation. It is a reminder that storytelling in WWE extends beyond the confines of the ring, encompassing every facet of a performer's public persona. The intersection of real-world events, in-ring drama, and online representation creates a layered experience that keeps fans engaged and invested. The impact of Reed and Breakker's assault also reaches beyond just Seth Rollins. The World Heavyweight Championship, one of WWE's most prestigious titles, is now in a state of flux. With Rollins potentially sidelined for an extended period, the championship scene is wide open. CM Punk's status as the #1 contender places him in a position of potential advantage, but uncertainty looms over who he will ultimately face. This ambiguity adds tension and excitement as fans eagerly await Pierce's announcement and the subsequent developments. WWE thrives on unpredictability, and this scenario exemplifies how a single incident can ripple through the organization, affecting multiple storylines and performers. The tension within the Vision also reflects broader themes of loyalty, ambition, and power struggles. Reed and Breakker's decision to turn on Rollins was motivated not only by storyline dynamics but also by the inherent drama of factional warfare. These moments highlight the fragile nature of alliances in professional wrestling, where trust is often temporary and ambitions can override loyalty. Fans are drawn to these storylines because they mirror human conflicts, with high stakes, emotional intensity, and unpredictable outcomes. The Vision's internal strife serves as a microcosm of larger narrative structures within WWE, where relationships and rivalries are constantly evolving. Seth Rollins, meanwhile, remains a central figure in this unfolding drama, even as questions linger about his future involvement. His in-ring prowess and championship legacy ensure that any developments regarding his status will have significant repercussions. Whether he returns to the Vision, seeks revenge against Reed and Breakker, or takes time off for recovery, his presence or absence will shape the trajectory of multiple storylines. The anticipation surrounding Rollins' next move keeps fans invested, as his choices could redefine not only his own career but also the broader landscape of WWE programming. The involvement of Adam Pearce as Raw General Manager adds an additional layer of credibility and authority to the storyline. Pearce's expected update will serve as the official word on Rollins' condition, the status of the World Heavyweight Championship, and the implications of the assault by Reed and Breakker. His announcements will likely provide clarity for fans while also leaving room for future twists. WWE often balances official declarations with ongoing suspense, creating a dynamic environment where outcomes are never entirely predictable. Pearce's role ensures that the narrative remains grounded in a semblance of realism, even amid the high drama of scripted storylines. As fans continue to debate and speculate, the storyline exemplifies the intricate interplay between character, narrative, and audience engagement in professional wrestling. The betrayal of Seth Rollins by Bronson Reed and Braun Breakker is more than a simple heel turn. It is a narrative catalyst that reverberates across multiple levels of storytelling. Social media clues, in-ring action, and official announcements all contribute to a layered experience that keeps viewers engaged and invested. The uncertainty surrounding Rollins' status, the World Heavyweight Championship, and the future of the Vision ensures that the storyline will remain a focal point of discussion and anticipation in the weeks to come. The drama surrounding the Vision and Seth Rollins also highlights WWE's ability to blend athleticism with storytelling in a way that captivates audiences. Every move in the ring, every betrayal, and every strategic alliance contributes to a larger narrative arc that extends beyond individual matches. The actions of Reed and Breakker not only impact Rollins, but also create ripple effects that influence other performers, championships, and storylines. This interconnectedness is a hallmark of professional wrestling, allowing fans to engage deeply with the evolving narrative and speculate on potential outcomes. In summary, the recent events involving Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, Braun Breakker, and Paul Heyman have created a complex web of intrigue within WWE. The betrayal on Raw, coupled with Reed's unchanged social media profile, has left fans questioning the true alignment of the vision and the fate of the World Heavyweight Championship. Adam Pearce's forthcoming update is expected to provide clarity on Rollins' condition, his need for surgery, and the implications for the championship scene. Meanwhile, CM Punk's status as #1 contender adds an additional layer of uncertainty, as the identity of his potential opponent remains unknown. The interplay of in-ring action, social media cues, and official announcements demonstrates the multifaceted nature of storytelling in WWE, ensuring that fans remain captivated by the unfolding drama. Whether Rollins will return to the vision, seek vengeance, or take time to recover, his journey promises to influence the broader narrative landscape. The betrayal, the speculation, and the unanswered questions all contribute to a storyline that exemplifies the drama, unpredictability, and excitement that define WWE.